This is a federal lawsuit now against the school district and two school staff members. It's a story in our own backyard that has now attracted international attention. You can't ignore it. We spoke with Jimmy Hoffmeyer and his daughter Journey in the spring after her hair was cut. He laid out that sequence of events and explained why the situation for him was so disturbing.
Did she tell you why she cut your hair?
To make it even.
That's us speaking with 7-year-old Journey in April after the child's hair was cut not once, but twice. First by a student and then by a staff member in Mount Pleasant Public Schools.
I just don't understand why she thought that a child could make any decisions like that, whether it was straightening it, whether it was cutting it. Why is she touching my child, period, during a COVID pandemic and without permission? I don't understand that.
Jimmy Hoffmeyer says back in March, his daughter's hair was cut on a bus by a student. He took her to a salon to have it fixed, and a few days later, a library staff member at Journey's school cut her hair again. And since that incident, Hoffmeyer has decided to sue in federal court for $1 million, alleging assault and battery, the intentional infliction of emotional distress, and a violation of constitutional rights, plus racial and ethnic discrimination. In April, I asked Hoffmeyer about that last part.
How central do you think it is here? Do you think that the fact that your daughter is both black and white in a predominantly white environment played a role?
See, that is the hardest question to answer, being that I hope that everybody can understand that I really don't know. I honestly don't know. I've been in the school system my whole life. I have experienced some racism, but you always hope that it isn't the case.
Virtually all the stories covering Journey's case across the nation and even internationally mention the fact Journey is both black and white. The lawsuit alleging race played a role. We spoke with Christina Laster, the director of policy and legislation with the National Parents Union, about that issue, as it's become central to the way the story is being covered pretty much everywhere.
It seems that a lot of people feel that the staff member clearly was wrong, but that this wasn't necessarily racially motivated. In fact, Jimmy Hoffmeyer even said he's not sure if race is a factor here. How are you so certain that race is a factor?
We really have to question the motivation, right? Why did they perceive Journey Hoffmeyer's hair a problem to be dealt with? And when you're talking then further about the rights of persons, you have to look at protected classes. We can't forget that in schools, there are subpopulations protected classes according to race, ethnicity, gender.
And of course, in this case, we reached out to the school district several times today. No response by news time. But Amy Bond, the president of the Mount Pleasant Public Schools Board of Education, told the Associated Press that they performed a third-party investigation and said, quote, "We will aggressively defend against these baseless allegations in court and will not allow this to distract us from our mission to provide every child a world-class education that prepares them for college and careers," end quote. Taryn?
All right, Hillary, thank you.